Live? What's happening?
Are we live? Yeah, we are live. Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Cheryl and I are in our casuals. We're all snuggled up in the house.
I've got my passport out.
Passport is at the ready. Isn't that a gorgeous passport cover?
I've just been entering our flight details for when we go to the chateau next week, and obviously my passport matches my office.
I mean, obs. Like, somebody said to us this morning, like, how's it go? What's happening? I'm like, well, we'll be at the chateau in 10 days, so we're getting ready for that. We're finalising stuff around our TED Talk. We start the confidence code next week, so we're just finishing up workbooks and things and stuff for that. We're planning the thing that we're doing in November, which I can't tell you about, which is exciting. And then yesterday, Cheryl and I decided to do something so incredible in the business, and it'll happen in 2024, that I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. And we woke up this morning, between that and Caleb coming home today from his week of residential thing with school, it feels like Christmas. Good day.
Yes.
Hey, Car.
It's only like the 6th of October, and all of these things have happened this week.
I know. I can't believe. I was saying that to Neil last night. He was like, "It's the 5th." I went, "It can't be the 5th." It's like, it must be nearly November. He's like, "No, it's the 5th of October." Like, insane. There's so much amazing stuff going on in our world right now. It's so exciting. And I literally just came off a call to an incredible lady who was like, just want to be in it and part of it, and just signed up to the Elite Mastermind for 12 months. It's just like, oh. And then earlier this week, a client of ours in a program noticed that another, somebody else in our community, had a bit of a tough time, and she approached us, and she's bought a program for this other client. Like, it's just amazing that the people that we get to be around, the people in our world, unicorns, heart-centered, leaving legacies. It's just amazing because they realize that they're becoming the real you. They know who they are, they know what they want, they know that there's more. And that's what I love. The call was just on, the incredible lady. She was like, I just want more of this feeling after doing self-doubt all out. And that's what it's about. It gets to keep getting better. It gets to feel this good. It gets to keep being more of the fabulous stuff. And I think for so long, it's easy to sit, isn't it? Like, feeling worried that you're not good enough, and worried that what people will say about you, and worried that if you go and do the thing that you really want to do, that everyone's going to think you've lost your marbles. And we can live our lives like that, feeling worried, not even being judged, feeling worried about being judged, and then not doing the thing that we want to do. And what we see as clients every day, going, do you know what? The more I get to be me, the more joy, the more money, the more legacy, the more everything gets better. But we sit so long, don't we, in fear of it not being, Cheryl, that we then just don't build the momentum in the way that we wanted to.
I was talking about this in the Really Online call on Tuesday, and a bit of a like spiritual bitch slap, because I was like, what do you want to do? What's your goal that you want to achieve by the end of the year? And the ladies were like, I want to achieve this. Great. Why do you want to do it? Because it's my purpose. Amazing. How are you going to feel? Fulfilled. Freedom. Like all the good things. Okay. So my question is, today, tomorrow, when you look at your diary, when you look at how you're showing up, when you look at you going throughout the day, are you really radically committed?
Yeah.
That goal that you've just said, to feeling fulfilled and freedom? Or are you really radically committed to sitting going, oh, well, I better not do this because Donna will think that I'm not capable, or I better not go live because people will be wondering what she's talking about, or I better not set my business up because people will be thinking, well, who the hell is she to be talking about blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And actually, that's just a really good question. Like, we have these goals and dreams and desires here, but really, are we really radically committed to those? Or are we radically committed to sitting, like some of the women were saying, going down the spiral of I'm not good enough, I'm not capable. And that's where we're spending our energy. And therefore, we don't feel like we're moving towards the goals. They're just kind of, how a client called them pipe dreams and whispers and things that's over here that we really desire. But actually, when we look at what we're doing day to day, we are really radically committed to judgment or fear of judgment. So it was definitely a bit of a because when you want your goal, when you have this dream, when you want this desire, when you want to live in your purpose, you have to build the inner belief system, the confidence in yourself to take steps towards it, mini, tiny little baby steps. But if we're not doing something every day, a little step towards this goal, it just stays further away. We want to help you to bring it here, get hold of it and go, doom, there's
Now.
the goal right in front of you. Let's just start taking steps towards it and really be sure that we demonstrate day by day that we're radically committed to this, not sitting in fear of judgment.
100%. One of the clients who's been working with us recently for about 6 weeks said that. She said, like, 6 weeks ago, if I think about what I've done just in 6 weeks, because she's worried less about what everybody else is thinking, which then frees up space to tune in what she wants to do, what she wants her business to look like, what feels fun and exciting for her. She then managed to fill out a workshop, sell it out, managed to book a person paying for an incredible VIP experience with her, has got clear packages outlined now, which is then shared and has sold in 6 weeks because she stopped. All of her energy was in, well, I need to do that. So then that has to be perfect. And then if I want to do that, then I'd need to do this over there because she's worried what everybody else is going to think about when she puts it out. If it doesn't look right, if it doesn't. And a lot of us, if we're from the corporate world, get tied into that because, like in our old jobs, your ass did get hauled over the coals if you did something or put it out or the presentation was right or somebody else looked chip because of something you did. So this perfectionism and imposter syndrome and stuff, and then feeds into this worrying about what other people are thinking about you. And then you're not really spending your time doing the things and moving the dial on the stuff that's going to give you the money, give you the fulfillment, help you have the impact, help you leave the legacy. You're spending your time piss farting about, quite frankly, moving shit around on Canva, writing out plans of things that you want to do, but never actually executing on them. Like, when we get this aligned and get it really clear in our heads and hearts of what we want, the execution bit is easy. It's much easier.
Yeah. Because you've got the confidence, the inner knowing, the trust, the faith in your goal, in your dream, and your ability to be able to go and execute it. So every day you're taking steps and actions towards your goal.
100%. Tell us if you're watching as well, like, what are the things that you worry about being judged? What does it stop you doing? Because we all have them. But Cheryl will say this. I remember Cheryl teaching me this years and years and years ago. And she's like, whenever you say they, what you really mean is you. These are the things that you're worried about, that they are judging you about. It's all your own chatter. It's all your own ego, your small mind, the false self, creating smoke screens and illusions and obstacles in the way of you just being you. And the more radically, authentically, powerfully you are just yourself, the easier everything else gets. The more your business flows, the more your career will flow, the more your relationships will flow, the easier it is to set boundaries with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your staff, with your teams. It's like, but it all comes from within you first.
Yeah.
So dealing with this fear of judgment, dealing with this worry about not being enough, we all worry that we're not enough. We all worry that we'll cock it up. Like, you're human, we're human, we worry about that too. But is it the thing that's your dominant thing? Like, is that what's calling the shots? Or are you really working from that space of being brave and courageous and going after your dreams? It stopped me from building the business I want. Knowing the day job, I'm respected and confident, but this is a whole new space. And it's scary. And the thing is, it's like nobody is out there building businesses. Cheryl and I were terrified. Cheryl and I still get terrified. Cheryl and I signed up to something last night for next year. We find it scary as shit. Like, it's not about waiting to do it in the absence of that fear. It's about you having this inner knowing and confidence that you're so strongly rooted and grounded in, this belief, this worth of who you are and what you do, and trusting in your desires and the place they want to take you, that everything else feels inconsequential. Everything else feels easy to climb and to deal with, because the stronger sense of self is the thing calling the shots.
And when you are connected to the business that you want, and you are connected to the outcome, to the feeling, to the difference, to the output, like when you're living from that space, what you're going to get, but actually what that's doing in the world and how that's serving other people. Like the thing we said yes to yesterday is scary, Actually, though, our mission has always been to help millions of women stand in their power, connect to their purpose, claim their prosperity. We know by saying that yes to this and doing this thing in 2024, that's going to enable us to further have more impact across the world and further reach our mission. That's really, really exciting. So the fact that it's scary is outweighed by the impact that we know that it's going to have, which is helping us live further into our mission. And that's what you get to do.
100%. So if you worry about being judged, if you worry about being not good enough, if you worry about what they are going to say, get really clear on your mission. What is it? Get clear on your vision. What does it bring you when you do that thing? And work from that space of like, that is the most important thing. And just realize that the things that you fear that other people are saying are just your limiting beliefs and your fears coming up for you to work through. But whatever you focus on will expand. So if you're spending all your time and energy, like some clients do when they first start working with us, on what other people are thinking, then that is what is going to consume your days, and you're not really going to move the dial forward, but your Canva will look absolutely mint. Oh, I'm so glad. It just says Facebook users. I don't know who it is. I just see how different I felt when I hit the thing. How different I felt when I followed what you say and when I don't. Honestly.
Like, just do what we tell you.
Just do it. It works.
Right?
It just works.
Like, so to inform you, we just know what we're talking about. So just listen to us. It's a bit like Louisa, who's my naturopath, who I started working with 5 years ago. I'll go to my appointments and I'll come home and I'll be going to Donna, I'm doing this, this, and this. And Donna's going, well, why are you doing this? And that? I don't know. She just tells us to take the supplements, eat the diet, do the meditation, do the Kundalini. And I feel like I've changed my life. I just do what she tells us because she knows what she's talking about. This is what you need to do for us. Just do what we tell you.
Do what we tell you. And the universe is continually showing you, I need to listen. You don't need to, but you get to. Life will be a lot easier when you do. This is what you've got to think of. There are always two paths. The one that is easy and in flow and feels good and feels aligned and just feels like fun when you're doing it. That's when you know that you're in tune with your higher self, who's also your true self, your real self, your intuition. And then there's the one where it feels hard and stressful and you're pushing and hustling. Like, that's the universe telling you that you're not doing it in the way that's best for you and your type, your personality, your energy. Like, it's speaking to you all the freaking time. It doesn't have a day off. It doesn't have a freaking day off. But we just ignore it and go, oh no, it's meant to be hard. It's not, if I'm not sacrificing and pushing and, feeling shit about myself, it's not worth having. It's bollocks. The old programs, it's old ways of thinking. It doesn't serve you. And we want to show you a different way of being. We want to show you how to create confidence. It's not even just confidence, but it's like that knowing, that absolute getting up, jumping out of bed, knowing that what you do in that day, that you're already good enough because you are, and that what you do is meaningful and has impact and feels fun.
Going for an interview 4 days, already coming up not to get the job, I can't get out of a negative frame of mind.
Well, you can. So bitch slap, I love you, spiritual bitch slap. Like, you can get out of it, but you are choosing not to. And I know that sounds really harsh, but it's true. Your thoughts are chosen by you. Like, you get to choose it. And whatever you need to do to choose a thought that's in the direction of the thing that you want to have, then do it. But when it is serving you right now to feel that way for whatever reason, your subconscious always wants to keep you safe. So when it's giving you thoughts and then you're allowing them and expanding on them about, well, if I don't get the job, because it might be because it's better. Well, I knew I wouldn't, and then I won't get my hopes up because I don't want to get my hopes up. Like, that might feel less painful to your subconscious mind than getting your hopes up and possibly having a better chance of getting the job because you'll be in a better frame of mind when you get there. The truth is, if you don't get the job, you might be disappointed either way, but how you choose your energy to be in the 4 days leading up to that is completely up to you. I promise you. Okay? So whenever you get a thought you don't like, and it might be 100 times a day, you change it for a thought that you do like. And in our programs, we teach you how to do that if you don't know it.
I get so much more work done in a day and just don't feel tired, drained, and busy. Yes.
And that's what life's like to be like. Oh, sorry, I just clicked something. So next week, Cheryl and I are running a brand new program, starting it from next week. We are so excited. It's still on early bird, called the Confidence Code. This is about unlocking. It goes in depth on how so you don't have days like that. It's like, I don't know what to do. Like, how do I do it? I can't stop myself thinking these things. Like, we want you to feel worthy and ready and being able to live as your higher self all of the time. And what we know from what you tell us is the biggest thing in the way of that is confidence, is worrying about being judged, is worrying that you're not good enough. So over 6 weeks, which we've never done before, we're going to go into the science, into the soul, so understand how your soul works through your body, into the energy, into the strategy of how you actually create, maintain, sustain real confidence. I'm talking like the inside out stuff, that knowing, like of knowing that you're in the right place, of knowing that you're good enough. 6 weeks of intensively showing you, training you, teaching you, mentoring you, proven frameworks of how to do that at a mind, body, soul level. There isn't anything like this, trust me. Not just completely focused on confidence, okay? This will affect how you feel about money. It will affect how you feel about your relationships. It will affect how you feel about your job. So if you just want more confidence, or you ever catch yourself saying, I'd love more confidence, but ... get your ass in the program. And somebody's already said to me today, I'll look out for it next time. Don't hold your breath, because we don't know if we'll do it again. So right now, this is your opportunity to come in and join us, and it's live. It's not recorded. You obviously get access to the recordings if you miss it, but it's live. And right now, it's 50% of the price it will be in a week's time. So I recommend you jump in now if you want more confidence. And pay it forward. Send it to your girlfriends or your buds. Send it to whoever you think needs a bit more confidence and would like it for their business or their life or their profession or their relationships. About a month ago, a role came up as a personal tutor for Caroline Strawson in her new coaching certification. I didn't even think I should apply. It shifted my mindset, as you tell us. Fast forward to now, I got the role. Mandy, that's amazing. You kept that quiet. Did you shout about that in the real you? I'm so proud of you. That is epic. That is epic. You see, focused on what you want, focused on the outcome. Your brain is in this bollocks pattern a lot of the time of thinking, if it just thinks of the negatives and stays there, like if anything else happens, it'll be a nice surprise. It doesn't work like that. Focus on what you want, energize what you want. You've got more chance of getting it, let me tell you. Okay, the confidence code is 6 weeks live with us. I cannot stress enough how insanely good and how much value you're going to get out of this program. So highly recommend, no matter what your confidence is at now, if you want it to be much bigger and much more unstoppable, so you can have even more big, hairy arse, audacious goals being smashed in 2024, that you get your buttocks in the program with us.
Do it.
Oh, thank you both. I did keep quiet. You are right. I will see it in the group too. We're happy for you to share with others. I want you to go and brag about it, and then I'll share it. I think it's amazing. And I'm like, lucky Caroline for getting to have you on her team. How amazing is that?
Love
How
it.
amazing. And all of that wait for the perfect role, when it comes up, you know it's right for you. That's what it's all about. So celebrating you right now. So it is time for action. It is time for action. Now is your time. If you are ready to unlock your infinite potential and find out the confidence code, and the one that just cracks it, so that you haven't got to keep guessing at it and downloading the freebies and listen to the frigging podcasts. If you want me just to tell you how to do it, come along and we're going to tell you. No secrets, all proven strategies and methods that we use with our clients. It is going down. I promise to do my hair and not wear a top where I look like I've just been doing the garden as well.
I promise to put some makeup on, but you know, I mean, I promise that my hair won't be like hanging out my head like a bad woman.
Oh, this is right. This in case Cheryl hasn't been well. She's not felt well, but we wanted to really come on and speak to you today. Was she worried about judging and everybody looking at her like she looks like a bad woman with no makeup on? No, because what we had to say is more important than whether or not you think she needs to put a mascara on. Because quite frankly, we don't give a shit. If you want me to have mascara on all the time and me not rock up in the top that looks like I've been rolling around the floor, we're not the right coaches for you.
Girlfriend.
Oh, well, we love the spiritual bitch slaps. You guys all love them, and you take them so beautifully from us. Like, we are in your corner. We are in your corner. Anything you want, we want to show you how to get it. Come and join the confidence code and you will find out. Mwah! Have a lovely weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.